Hey guys, Eric Wangner with Wangner Racing. It's early in the morning. We just finished dyno testing yesterday. Well, we didn't just finish because it's morning, but yesterday, well, here's what we tested. We started off with still had the Dart CNC heads that I'd done, the Dart imitation heads that I CNC ported. We did that. We started off with the Victor Jr. and we put on a 2-inch spacer, made 594. So we're like, yay. And then we switched to the TrickFlow R intake because for whatever reason, we're like, hey, let's see if this will make more power. Because looks mean nothing, okay? I'm telling you now in the manifold, looks mean nothing. Anyway, it made 593. It did lose torque in the lower RPMs. It didn't gain anything. So from that point, we changed heads to it's based off the ProMax casting or Steven Sun casting, really. They're 210. I have a CNC program for that. That's 232 cc's. It's a 125 intake valve, 1.575 exhaust valve. It flows 325. Just to give you an idea, those Dart imitation heads flowed like 310, and they had a 208 valve. So we're like, maybe this should make more power. Well, there's a couple things. Go watch Adventures Austin's video. Hopefully he got it because he was too busy doing parts runs. So we grabbed his camera and just started filming. So what you see there, you're like, you guys are idiots. Well, we're not idiots, but we had to make it work. Well, it didn't entirely work. But anyway, those heads made 595. So it gained 1 horsepower. So they're like, okay, you know what? Let's go back to the TrickFlow R. Okay, let's give that a go. It's got to be on this head. They move more air. It's 595. So all it did was, again, change the torque curve. So at that point, we're like, we were going to switch to the ProMax 235 CNC head. So ProMax, and it's not even on the website, which I don't know why they don't have it on there. But like probably almost 2 years ago now, ProMax paid me to port one of their Project X 215s, and that became their 235 CNC program. I have already dyno tested it because I had the very first one on my 406 dyno mule. So I was going to test that, but we pulled it off. Watched Austin's adventure video. We found a little thing, nothing really too serious, but it was also, if all these changes are gaining us maybe 1 horsepower in this 406, it really ain't worth changing heads again to do it. And you might say, well, the heads just start making the same. No, it's really the bigger change right now would be on that 406. Would be to change to a bigger camshaft, because the camshaft is only like 242. It's a Howard's shelf cam, 242. I want to say on the intake, 252 on the exhaust, something like that, and like a 560 lift. If we put something in bigger, power's going to go up. Then the differences between the manifolds might show up, and the cylinder heads. But that's not the target for this. And also, when I pulled off the heads for the first time, those pistons are hypertetic, and they're 4 eyebrow factory replacements with 564 rings. So they're not a performance piston. They're like a stock replacement piston. Watch Austin's Adventures so you can see what I'm talking about, why the issues became to be. But anyway, related to that piston. So I was like, man, I really wanted to see the difference. And Bob's like, the 421 we're getting ready to put on the dyno, it's his, and you got the Dragon Slayers for it. Why don't we just test all the heads on that? I was like, you do that? And he goes, I do that. That's what's great about Bob. He's like, it's his own stuff. He's like, okay, let's just find out. So here it is. See, I'm late already. I should have already been there probably 30 minutes ago. It's 6:44 here. Anyway, the plan today is I put the 235 ProMaxes on there, which is my program again. That's a 210 intake valve, 1.600 exhaust valve. I've already done a test of that head. That was on the 406 dyno mule. That made 630 or 640. So anyway, the plan is to start with that. It's a bigger engine, 421. It's about 11-1. We're going to do the TrickFlow R intake that I've milled down that fits that. I dyno tested with these heads. We're going to do that. It's got a Isky Old Man's Garage camshaft in it right now, hydraulic roller. Daniel Powell's in a camshaft. We're going to switch to that camshaft, and then we're going to start switching heads, and we'll get them all done. And I talked in intakes. Oh my goodness, because I have a bunch for this. We've got the AFR 48, I think it's 10, this shorter single plane that I've ported. We have a Edelbrock 2892, which is Super Victor 2, I've fully ported. The Ironhide port matched. I know I'm leaving off, Super Victor 2970 unported, but it's the Dominator flange. I swear I'm missing like 20 others that are sitting over there, but there's a bunch. So, and not to mention, I've got a huge stack of spacers to go with each one too. So yeah, we'll be doing lots of testing. So I need to get over there, change the heads, and enjoy it. You'll get all this data stuff later on. There's too much. I don't have time right now because I'm too busy changing parts to post sheets and stuff. But you'll get that eventually. But anyway, that's all I got. I got to get over there. You guys take care. Remember, I am no Superman. I did raise Superboy. I don't port cast iron heads. The best way to get a hold of me is through email at whygonaracing@gmail.com. I will never respond to Facebook messages or Instagram messages. I don't care what you ask. So if you're like, oh, he ain't writing me back, you must not want my business. No, because I've never had any, not one. Been in business for almost 20 years officially. Never had one single business client ever come from Facebook or Instagram. So I'm not responding, and they're mostly garbage anyway. You guys take care.